Chapter 11. Bankruptcy is a special tool for businesses. It helps a company that is struggling with money. Instead of closing down, the business can use Chapter 11 to reorganize. This means it can change how it operates and how it pays its debts. The goal is to keep the business alive and make it healthy again. This process is often called reorganization bankruptcy. It gives the business a chance to breathe and create a plan for a better future. The business can continue to run its daily operations while it works through the bankruptcy process. This is very different from other types of bankruptcy where a business might have to shut its doors for good. Many different types of entities can file for Chapter 11. Large companies like airlines or department stores often use it, but small businesses can also file. Even individuals can file for Chapter 11, although it is less common for them. It is usually for people with very large debts that do not qualify for other bankruptcy chapters. For example, a person with a large real estate business might use Chapter 11. The main requirement is that the filer has debts and wants a chance to reorganize them. It is a flexible option available to corporations, partnerships, and sole proprietors who want to stay in business. A business might choose Chapter 11 for many reasons. Maybe sales have gone down, but expenses are still high. Or perhaps a large, unexpected event caused a financial problem. For instance, a small restaurant might face a sudden drop in customers and find it cannot pay its suppliers or its rent. Chapter 11 allows the restaurant to pause its debt payments. This pause is called an automatic stay. It stops creditors from trying to collect money. This gives the restaurant time to figure out a new plan to become profitable again, like changing its menu or reducing staff. The main benefit of Chapter 11 is control. The business owner, who is called the debtor in possession, usually stays in charge. This means they continue to manage the business's day-to-day activities. They do not have to hand over control to someone else right away. This allows them to use their knowledge of the business to guide it through the reorganization. They get to propose the plan for how the business will pay back its debts over time. This power to create the plan is a key feature of Chapter 11 and makes it an attractive option for businesses that believe they can recover with a little help and time. The first step in filing for Chapter 11 is to prepare a lot of paperwork. This is a very important part of the process. You must gather many financial documents. You will need to list all of your assets, which are the things you own. You also need to list all of your liabilities, which are the debts you owe. This includes information about your income and your expenses. For a business, this means creating detailed financial statements like a balance sheet and a profit and loss statement. You must be very honest and complete. The court and your creditors will use this information to understand your financial situation. Once all the documents are ready, the next step is to file a petition with the Federal Bankruptcy Court. This official form starts the case. Along with the petition, you must file your schedules of assets and liabilities, a schedule of current income and expenditures, and a statement of financial affairs. There is a fee to file the petition, which must be paid to the court. Filing the petition creates the automatic stay we talked about earlier. This is a powerful court order that immediately stops most collection actions against you. Creditors cannot call you, send you letters, or file lawsuits while the stay is in place. After the petition is filed, the court gets involved. The U.S. trustee, an official from the Department of Justice, will appoint a creditors committee. This committee is usually made up of the creditors who are owed the most money. Their job is to represent all the unsecured creditors in the case. They will look at the business's operations and the proposed plan. The debtor in possession has to meet with the U.S. trustee and the creditors committee. This meeting is called the Meeting of Creditors or the 341 meeting. Here, the debtor must answer questions under oath about their finances and their plans. During this time, the business continues to operate. However, it has new responsibilities. The debtor in possession must get court approval for major business decisions. For example, they might need permission to sell a large asset, get a new loan, or break a lease. They also have to file monthly operating reports with the court. These reports show the business's income and expenses. This helps the court, the U.S. trustee, and the creditors keep track of the business's financial health. It is a period of high scrutiny, where every significant move is watched closely to protect the interests of everyone involved. The most important part of a Chapter 11 case is creating the plan of reorganization. This is a detailed document that explains how the business will change to become profitable. It also describes how the business will pay its creditors over time. For example, the plan might say that the business will close unprofitable locations, sell some equipment, and reduce operating costs. It will also sort creditors into different classes. Each class of creditors will be treated in a specific way. Some debts might be paid in full over several years, while others might be paid back at a lower percentage. The debtor usually has the exclusive right to propose a plan for the first 120 days. This is called the exclusivity period. During this time, only the debtor can file a reorganization plan. This gives the business owner a big advantage. It allows them to shape the future of their company without competing plans from creditors. The debtor must also provide a disclosure statement to the creditors. This document contains enough information for creditors to make an informed decision about the plan. The court must approve the disclosure statement before it can be sent out with the plan for a vote. Once the disclosure statement is approved, the plan is sent to the creditors for a vote. The creditors are grouped into classes based on the type of debt they hold. For the plan to be accepted, at least one class of creditors that is impaired, meaning their legal rights are being changed, must vote to approve it. Within that voting class, creditors holding at least 2/3 of the dollar amount of the debt and more than 1/2 of the number of creditors must vote yes. It is a democratic process where those with the most at stake have a larger say in the outcome. After the creditors vote, the plan goes to the court for a confirmation hearing. The judge will review the plan to make sure it meets all the legal requirements of the bankruptcy code. The judge checks if the plan is fair, proposed in good faith, and feasible. Feasible means the business is likely to be able to make the payments outlined in the plan. If the judge approves or confirms the plan, it becomes a binding contract. The debtor must follow the plan. Even if some creditors voted against it, they are still bound by the confirmed plan's terms. Once the court confirms the reorganization plan, the business can start to implement it. This is when the hard work of rebuilding truly begins. The debtor starts making payments to creditors according to the new schedule laid out in the plan. For instance, if the plan says a supplier will be paid 50 cents for every dollar owed over 5 years, those payments must start. The company will also execute the operational changes it promised, such as closing certain stores or launching a new marketing strategy. The goal is to follow the roadmap created in the plan to guide the business back to long-term financial stability. The business is not entirely on its own after confirmation. The court often keeps the case open for some time to make sure the plan is being followed. The debtor may still need to file reports with the court to show progress. The debtor is now officially discharged from the debts that arose before the bankruptcy filing, except for what the plan says they must pay back. This discharge is a fresh start. It protects the business from creditors trying to collect on old debts. This legal protection is crucial for allowing the company to focus on its future without being dragged down by the past. It is important to remember that Chapter 11 is a complex and long process. It requires careful planning, detailed paperwork, and cooperation with the court and creditors. Success is not guaranteed, but it offers a powerful chance for a business to survive a difficult time. The key takeaways are to be organized, be transparent about your finances, and create a realistic plan for the future. Do not be afraid to make tough decisions about how your business operates. The entire purpose of the process is to make the necessary changes to ensure long-term survival and success after the case is closed. If you are thinking about Chapter 11, it is very important to get professional help. This is not a process you should try to handle by yourself. A qualified bankruptcy attorney can guide you through every step. They can help you prepare your documents, negotiate with creditors, and create a plan that the court will approve. They understand the complex laws and procedures. An experienced lawyer can make the difference between a successful reorganization and a failed one. They will be your most valuable partner in navigating this challenging but potentially rewarding journey for your business.